All right, fellas, welcome back. Hope everybody has had a good week. I know my fellers down in Florida, they might have had a good start to the week, but it kind of went crazy for them. I guess it was Wednesday night, probably a little early in the day. I'm not sure, but anyway, fellers, before I get started here, I want to say, man, if y'all don't care, if y'all say prayers, man, would throw Link over at Link Scale Models. Throw him in your prayers on your prayer list, man. He had a video up there yesterday, day before yesterday. No, it was yesterday. I'm sorry. I I seen it at lunchtime, and I was like, man, I ain't clicking on it. So when I got home, I was the first one I watched, and I think he had a touch of pneumonia. He's COPD. He said, and Link, man, I'm same deal. I'm COPD also, buddy. And man, my prayers go out for you. And fellers, if y'all don't care, throw Link in your prayers on your prayer list. I appreciate it, and I'm daggone sure Link would appreciate it. Link, man, I hope you get feeling better soon and get back to your bench, man. Prayers with you, and heck, man, dang feller, just get better soon, man. All right, let's see here. Let's get him out of the way here. And now let's bring up Gloria over at Stout Creations. Excuse me, fellas. She's kind of a new channel, and as you can tell, man, she is a Pontiac woman. She likes her Pontiacs. But anyway, Gloria over at Stout Creations. Go check her out. If you ain't, I've been seeing her shop car shout outs all week long, and she's worth going checking out. And hell, man, give her a sub. She's getting like three or four group builds. I'm thinking three. It could be four. I think maybe. But anyway, Gloria over at Stout Creations. Man, that's a cool channel name. Stout. That's her last name. I'm pretty sure. And then she threw Creations at the end of it. And man, that's a cool channel name. Fellers, y'all go and check out Gloria at Stout Creations. And now, let's see here. Let's leave her here for just a second because I want to say something. Man, the fellers down in Florida, I was watching the weather there, the news there Wednesday evening when all that started happening, and I watched some kind of storm chaser on YouTube. And fellers, y'all, man, y'all have done been whooped for the last 2 weeks, and my heart goes out for y'all. And all day at work there yesterday on Thursday, I wondered all day long, man, if everybody got through it. And the one that I don't know where everybody's at in relation to where it hit at, but I I, I seen Sam at Sam's Model Mayhem. He had a video that if I ain't mistaken, he said he was like 8 miles from the beach, and he was right along in there where it was supposed to come in at. And I hadn't seen nothing out of him, but yesterday, Dave Wood over at Woody's Scale Model Garage, he had a like a roll call video for the fellers down in Florida if everybody was all right to kind of check in. And I seen old Tom Rambler 69. He had checked in. I think he might have had some fence damage. And let's see here, Norm at Half Ass Model Garage. I seen a video he had. I think he had some tree damage, maybe. Norm, I hope that is very minimal when you get that all done. And man, our prayers go out for you, old Tom, everybody. Old Tom Rambler 69. Chris's House of Plastic. I seen he had a video. Let's see. I think maybe he lost a little bit of fence, but he repaired it the next morning. Glad you made it through it good. Let's see who else is there, man. I got some wrote down here. Let's see. Mike, that scale model outlaw. He's down there in Florida, and I think he maybe had some limbs down. I don't think he had much damage at all down there. He man. daggone. He was moving one of the bikes there. He was rolling it forward. I think he said to get his girlfriend's car maybe closer to the house or something, and his feet slipped. And man, I'm pretty sure it was a Harley laying there on the ground. And oh man, that was heartbreaking. Daggone, Mike. I hope you got that rascal stood back up, man. I hate seeing rascals laying over like that. But anyway, Chris, I told you about him, man. He said that he had talked to, I think he made it in the comment on Dave's video, that he had talked to Sam briefly, and Sam was all right, and maybe he had some front porch damage, and he was going to check everything else. And Sam, I hope everything come out for you really good. I hope you didn't get no whole lot of damage. And the one I hadn't seen or heard anybody say anything about yet is Tim Nolan over at Rat Daddy Studios. I think I heard him say once he was like 20 miles south of Daytona, and I think that's where she went back out to sea at, is right along in there, maybe. Tim, I hope everything's all right down your way, and I hope, man, I hope all you fellers didn't have too much damage. The ones that did, and fellers, man, I feel for y'all. Y'all have really been taking a whooping for 2 weeks now. All right, fellers, let's see here. Let's move in. What am I gonna do next? All right, yep, let's do this. Let's move Gloria out of the way. Now let's first we'll put Red up here, Red Scale Scrapyard. Man, last well, this was probably a couple weeks ago. I mentioned something about a teardrop hood scoop, and Red Saturday morning I seen I had an email, and he had took his time out of his day to try to help a feller out. And Red, I appreciate that. He sent me an email and with a link to go and get a file for a teardrop hood scoop. And man, he said that if I wanted to get that file and send it to him, he'd print me one up. Red, man, I appreciate that so daggone much. That really meant a lot. And man, I don't like I don't like doing that. I don't know if you'd call it a burden, but I don't like putting my burden or you know whatever. I don't want that. Red, I appreciate it, feller. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And old Tom Rambler 69, he had sent me an email. He had spent the time of his day to look online, and man, he said he didn't know if it would fit the kit that I had, but it was a Mustang teardrop hood. It was the whole hood, and that was sharp, Tom, man. That really meant a lot. Fellers, for y'all to take your own, your personal time and try to help a feller out, man, that means so much. That just, man, it just goes to show you what kind of fellers is in this community. Great fellers, man. So anyway, Red, I appreciate you offering that, man. And if it would have come down to that, I would have done that, and I would have reimbursed you somehow. But anyway, fellers, Red Scale Scrapyard, hell of a feller, man. Y'all go check him out if you ain't. All right, now here's what we're gonna get into. This is this is where it's gonna get, I think, really really good. Last week, I think I'd mentioned that maybe I thought I had lost a feller that had offered me some a teardrop hood scoop, and I didn't I didn't want to accept his offer, so I like counter offered with, I don't know, man, what it was worth to me. And hell, I didn't hear nothing. I thought I'd lost him, scared me plumb to death, because this feller, when he first showed his teardrop hood scoop, that I thought he printed them, but he cast them back in the day or something. He made him a mold or something to cast those scoops. And man, he daggone, I was worried to death. But anyway, old Tom, man, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to help a feller out, man. Means a lot. But anyway, Dave sent me an email like, Marcus, you should get to him Monday. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy about that. But who it was Dave Wood at Woody Scale Model Garage, man. He offered that, and Dave, man, I appreciate you working with me on that and accepting my what I felt it was worth to me anyway, feller. Really meant a lot. But sure enough, I got this one and two more in the mail Monday, just like he said. And he also sent a screen for right back here. I don't know if it's going to show up. I can see it. There's like an indentation, one on each side where that's got to be opened up in the screen. It was on the inside of it. That's cool. He said he got this screen, I think, out of a microwave. I assume the door of it or whatever. But fellers, look at that. Is that not sweet? I just got him taped on there just to show this. Oh, let's see here. Man, is that not cool? Daggone, I was so tickled to death because when this feller first showed one of his hoods, and he said that he had made the scoop on it, and I thought, oh man, I want one of them so bad, but I never. I'm not one to ask, man. Hey man, would you sell one of them? That's just the way I am, fellers. But anyway, I thought, man, oh man, I would love to have at least one of those for this car right here, because this is the one that's going to be my daddy's old '67 Mustang Fastback. Best I can do it anyway, fellers. Won't be great. Dave Wood, Woody Scale Model Garage, man, I appreciate that right there so much. That means a lot. You are top shelf people in my world, man. All of you fellers are. Dave Wood, Woody Scale Model Garage. Thank you so much, feller, and I appreciate you accepting my offer. All right, let's move to the next one. I'll leave Woody up there a minute. Dave. Next up is, man, this is something else that's cool. I totally wasn't expecting this. A couple weeks ago, me and my wife was at a restaurant waiting in line to get in, and I got a text. I'm sorry. I was working off their Wi-Fi, and my phone buzzed in my pocket. I thought it was time for us to go to our table, but anyway, it was an email from Mike at Mike's Mods and Customs. He had 1,000 sub give. Congrats on your 1,000 subs there, Mike. That's cool. He had a video on that, and he was doing like 1,000 sub giveaway, and he had some like pictures of kits, and he like it, which kit would you pick? And people answered in the bottom, and I watched the drawing. I watch his videos, man. I don't always comment. He always gets thumbs up and all that. But anyway, I seen and I didn't win the drawing, so you know, I never I never do. I get in them pretty much to support people's channels, throw a comment in there, and whatever. But anyway, come in Monday, and oh yeah, back to the email. My phone was an email, and it was from Mike, and he was like, "Hey, I'd like to send you a shop cart and a sticker. Cool sticker, very cool, right there. I'd like to send you a card and a sticker." So I was like, "Yeah, man," and I shot it to him real quick, and then my phone dinged again. It was time for us to go meet the whatever you call her, the one that takes you to your table. So anyway, man, I forgot about it, and I think last weekend, I remembered. I was like, "Oh man, I forgot to do it." So I shot him an email to get his address so I could send him a card. And Monday when I come home, I hadn't sent his card yet because it was like Mike. Just give me the address and not the name, and I sent him another email like, should I just use the name of your channel and the address? And he's like, no, you probably should use my name. So that's what I did. So anyway, Monday, daggone man, I come in and I was shocked. There was I got those scoops from Dave on Monday, and also let me set Mike right back here because I got something to show you. I had a box in the mail and I had no idea what it was because I wasn't expecting a daggone thing. And man, this is the kit that he showed that I said, shoot, and he had on there that it number 28. I can't get her down there low enough. He had on there that the decals was missing, but that the box is a little bit rough looking, but I don't care, man. Ernie Irvin, Ford Thunderbird, Busch Grand National car, man. I don't know. I know what the difference is back in the day when they was racing, but I don't know if there's a difference in the kits or what it would be or whatever. But he had sent me this. That is so cool, man. And the way I've seen it so far, I seen Larry's model shop. He got some die cast that he had said that, you know, I guess if he won that he'd like to have. And I don't know, man. Mike, I guess he sent everybody what they had said that they would pick. You know, Mike, that's awesome, man. I was never expecting that right there, and that's awesome. So anyway, luckily I hadn't sent his shop card out and put something in the envelope for him just because, man. Heck, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate that, and hopefully next week, if as long as it I got an order coming from Spotlight. I told y'all that Tim Richmond car. Luckily, it was still there, and I grabbed it. And I grabbed me another NASCAR kit, one of those $14 kits. Well, I could get it because my race car collection of kits is kind of low. But anyway, hopefully I got something maybe to go along with that. Anyway, fellers, let's see here. What is up next? That's that's it. I'm pretty daggone sure. Mike's Mods and Customs. Fellers, great channel. He does a lot of cool die cast, man. Cool models, cool dude, man. Cool channel. Y'all go check him out if you haven't. I'm sure you have. Mike's Mods and Customs. Hell of a feller. Fellers. All right, now let's see here. Next up is my shop card. If you want one, man, shoot me an email. Send you one in the mail right there. Hot Rods Model Shop at gmail.com. Shoot me an email, man. Be more than happy to send a card to you. Free of charge. Won't cost you a dime. All right, fellas, let's move into, let's see, am I about to forget anything? Nope, don't think so. I hollered at the fellers in Florida. Red, Dave Woods, Mike Gordon, I believe it is. Mike's Mods and Customs, man. Appreciate you fellers so daggone much. Red, appreciate that offer too. You have no idea. Now, before I move on, Link Scale Models. Give him a prayer, man. He can use them. Hell, we all can. All right. Here's where we're at, fellas. We have got us a final on our 71 Hemi Cuda, our buddy build with our buddy Chase over at 408 Model Shop. He did a video today. I sent him a text. I was like, man, you get your car together? And he was going along with me. And I didn't know it, but right before I left work, I got online there and hell, he had a new video up. So I shot him an email. I was like, man, did you just drop a video? Are you at work? And he didn't work. So he said, I'll tell in the video. So man, today is his 1 year anniversary. Congratulations, Chase, on 1 year anniversary. Hopefully you got 100 more years to celebrate. Chase over at 408 Model Shop. I am destroying my little jack back here. Let's just move him over here. Oh, I can't leave him tore up. All right. Let's set him right. Let's set him right there. All right. Let's get our CUDA in here. And we'll talk about this jewel. There we go. We're in frame. Let me wet my throat, fellers. This is going to be probably a long one, and fellers, I apologize. All right. Our 71 Hemi CUDA, by Revell, the Revell Muscle She's a Hemi. That's what me. That's what I did on my part of the buddy build with Chase. Uh, Low part count. I can't remember 70, 72. I don't remember. Low part count still took me forever. Man, it was going good, and when I did this right here, I felt like, oh my gosh, I totally jacked up my CUDA. So anyway, I tried to make the best of it and best I could, and uh, let's see, I think maybe a couple days ago, I saw Mike over at the intake. He had shared a little tip that he had seen on Hanging with Mr. G Seeds, Gary Seeds, on his channel about doing window trim around the glass and around the sides. I've always been scared of doing that because I didn't want to splotch a big gob of paint on my car and have to start all over. So anyway, man, he showed a tip on that, and I ain't even gonna try to explain it or show it because I ain't that good at that. But anyway, I thought, man, I'm gonna try it. So anyway, I did tape off my the side chrome, whatever here, and the trim around the back glass and front glass. I did take that off because I didn't want to take no chances. And I did like what he said. Y'all can go check him out, Mike at the Intake, Intake. Really cool. Cool feller. But anyway, I used what I tried what he showed to do, and fellers, it don't look too awful bad. Started right back here on the back glass first, and maybe this ain't so great. It could have been maybe a little bit better. But then I moved to the front window next, and it looks pretty good. Better than what I usually do because I usually don't do it. So anyway, then we did the two door, the chrome over the side windows, side glass. And hell, it turned out pretty good. What I was trying to do, I thought, man, if I can draw eyes away from this mess, maybe it won't look so bad. So don't y'all look at that. All right, man. This is our 71 Hemi Cuda. Uh, I don't know. It went together good. It's a cool little old kid. I'll show you a problem that I did have. Well, best I remember anyway. But first, let's get the hood up off here because otherwise I'll probably drop it. And did cut the little ends off, so that'll come off pretty easy. Didn't glue our shaker on because I want to be able to take him off. And that's what we got going on there. She's a 426 Hemi unit. I want you to look how close this master cylinder sets to the daggone valve pan. When you go to lash the valves on this jewel, you gotta take that rascal loose and pull him up here out of your way. Don't scratch that inner fender when you do that, neither. But anyway, man, a power booster that would have been so much better with manual brakes. But anyway, that's what they give you. That's what I had. So anyway, we got it. We got an interstate battery on this jewel. Got a radiator hose on. Didn't come with a bottom one. Now we'll try to put all this stuff back together. This will probably take forever. Oh yeah. Oop, look at there. This ain't gonna be too long to get that back on there. So anyway, our hood don't teeter totter no more. We got that fixed. There's the front end of it. I've done showed you this a couple times. But there she is. We're gonna call her finished. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. My problem. Alright, let me get him up here, fellas. Right back here, and I'm gonna drop the hood. Let me show you this while I had it off. Right back here, it had exhaust tips coming out off these. This is all molded in to the bottom to right there. As you can tell the gap. But anyway, the exhaust tips was like a square cut to like come through there, and man, they did not line up. They was wanting to set way up in here behind the bumper. They didn't want to line up, so I got tired of fooling with it and took my nippers and nipped them off, and I didn't have no problem no more. Got no exhaust tips no more neither. ain't worried about it. We didn't put the side mirrors on it because usually they get knocked off, or with me anyway, they get knocked off and lost, and then you got a bad spot in your paint on your door. It came with a rear spoiler. I did not care for that thing at all, so it's in the parts bin, and a rear window louver. Not into that neither. It's in the parts bin. But anyway, fellas, that's what we got. That's our final on our buddy build with Chase over at 408 Model Shop. Fellers, if you ain't checked him out, go check. Oh, wait a minute. I'm about to. If you ain't checked him out, you need to go check him out. All right, fellers. He showed his Hemi Dart earlier today on a video, and that rascal looks good. Y'all go check it out. Man, we put some paint on our Oldsmobile, our stock car, this week. We did get that done, and don't look too awful bad. Don't know what kind of paint it was, but it wasn't testers. It was I don't know rust. I don't know, Rust-Oleum. I think some kind of yellow, whatever. That's going to be the Country Time Lemonade Bobby Hamilton car. But anyway, fellers, that's what we got for tonight. And man, I've held y'all up long enough. Fellers, I appreciate it. And you fellers down in Florida, man, I hope things get back to normal down there, like really, really quick for you guys. And I hope nothing else comes in on y'all again. Hell, y'all been beat up enough. And to my buddy Link, man, I prayers for you, man. Prayers for you. All right, fellers, I guess that's about all we've got for tonight. And everybody have a good, safe weekend. And fellers, we'll catch y'all on the next one.